2009, 25-year-old Larry Mario Moncada graduated from college and moved back in with his parents in Iowa. The first thing he did was go out and get a placeholder job at the No Frills supermarket, which was a local supermarket right in town. He found that he kind of loved the job. On November 26th, while a blizzard raged outside, Larry and his family celebrated Thanksgiving inside. Larry told them that he actually had an overnight shift at the supermarket. The next morning, when he came back from that shift, his mother would say something seemed off about him. When he came inside, he was very disoriented. He didn't really know where he was. Just a few years earlier, Larry had had a whole bunch of panic attacks. It wasn't until his mom made him go to the doctor and put him on medication that he stabilized. But at this moment, she didn't know if her son was on any medication or not. So just to play it safe, she said, "Hey, let's go to the doctor and have you looked at." The doctor quickly prescribes Larry an antidepressant. But the medication didn't seem to be doing anything because over the course of the day, Larry got progressively more and more stressed out. Eventually, he told his mom that he was hearing voices in his head that were telling him his heart is beating too quickly and he needs to eat sugar to slow down his heart. Finally, that night, he would fall asleep. The next morning when Larry got up, he was having these vivid hallucinations. He said there were people in the house that were looking for him. And so he spent the day hiding from people in the house that were not actually there. Then finally, that night, Larry just kind of loses it and begins screaming at his parents and berating them before suddenly running out the front door without shoes, without a jacket, no wallet, and he just runs directly into the blizzard and disappears. But it was snowing so hard they could barely see in front of their face. Immediately they call the police, but the police have the same issue because the visibility was so bad. The next day when the weather clears up a little bit, the police go out looking for Larry and they're asking people in town if they've seen him and no one's seen Larry. After a couple of days of this, when there's just no sign of this guy, the police say to the family, "We're just gonna have to wait to see if he turns up." 10 years later, the No Frills supermarket was out of business and it was about to get torn down. And when they went into the back and began pulling away those huge freezers that keep your milk and your dairy products in, Larry's body comes tumbling out. It's believed on the night Larry ran out of his parents' house, he ran right up the road and went to the No Frills supermarket. It was closed at the time, but he had access to the back door with the key code because he worked there. He went inside and he climbed on top of the freezers that no one in the store can see. All the workers would kind of congregate up there, and when he got up there, he must have somehow tripped and fallen into the tiny 18-inch space between the freezer and the wall. These huge fans that run constantly to keep the freezer cold were unbelievably loud and would have completely drowned out his cries for help. Eventually, he would die because no one heard him. Looking back at old Facebook posts around the time that Larry would have been dead behind the freezer, there was a whole bunch of people that were commenting on Facebook that they didn't want to shop at the No Frills supermarket anymore. Apparently, there was a really bad smell coming out of the back freezer.